watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit it the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, let's go. From the sideline, a touchdown, I put on.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
26, Sony.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Wentz. Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Again, it's Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Stephon Diggs, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Bills have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. They juked him. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3. But they're going to file it away for the future.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Michel. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The defenses get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Working from the gun, Wentz, eluding the pressure right. He finds Howard complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Wentz again. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And out across midfield down to the 45. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Freeman. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
On the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
10-10 our score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Still 15 yards to go, second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen going deep for Diggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills have broken the tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Bills 17. Patriots 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. And
a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and a mile. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Complete.
19 yards is the pickup there, but even with that, they're well short. It's fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away.
In punt formation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 4-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Freeman. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
56, 19. Check 56. He can't hit. He's not going to get me.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Allen now on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning.
56.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground is Michel. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And that's caught by Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now it's Freeman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Up 3rd down and 11.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Flush to his right. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Fielded at the 20. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Wentz. He'll buy some time right. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Wentz to Michel on the screen. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this from 43. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Down to the 25.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Another carry, same story. 4th quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now Wentz will keep it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him skirt after mud, after dirt, above the waters, in the murk, at the gate, on site, red.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.